In today's video, I'm going to show you some of the best ways to make money this week in GTA 5 Online. These are going to be some of the top money making methods that can be done right now. If you go on to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's jump right into the very first money method. Our very first money method, we'll be doing some payphone hits, as this week they're paying out double money in RP. To get started with these, go ahead and open up your phone, go to contacts and give Franklin a call. When he picks up, choose the option to request a payphone hit. Once you request a payphone hit from Franklin, a telephone icon will pop up on your map. From here, you just want to run over to the payphone and click right D-pad to accept the hit. You'll now need to assassinate the requested target. When you arrive at the location of your target, be sure to hold the right D-pad and check what your assassination bonus is in the top left. For example, if you read mine, my bonus was to set the target's car on fire while they're inside of it. But now whatever you do, make sure you don't skip this bonus at all, because you'll miss out on a lot of extra cash if you do. So in my case, I waited for the target to get into his car and then threw some Molotovs to take him out, and completed the bonus. After finishing my job, I left the area by just running across the street, and then the hit was completed. For completing this payphone hit, I made a quick $90,000, which is great money for just a few minutes of work. The only downside is that there's a 10-minute cooldown for payphone hits, but either way, they're still one of the best money methods to be doing this week. But now heading into our second money method, we'll be doing the standard time trial. It's going to be located right here on the map near Grand Canyon, and for beating this time trial, you'll be making a quick $100,000. And so this is another great money method for beginners. When you arrive, be sure to arrive here with a fast motorcycle and go ahead and drive on top of the purple and press right D-pad to start a time trial. Once you do that, open up your map, set a waypoint to where the time trial ends, then drop the pause menu. When you have the pause menu dropped, open up your phone, choose job list, and then quit out of the time trial. Now when you're ready, position yourself just like me and then go ahead and start it up. Simply follow the waypoint on your map, but when you start driving over near the bridge, cut a right and go down to the trail. And now this week's standard time trial can be a bit tricky since you're going to be driving through the Grand Canyon trail. So when doing this time trial, you do want to ensure you are going fast, but you also want to make sure if you feel like you're going too quick into a corner to apply some brakes so you don't overdrive or fall off the edge, because you'll want to make sure not to crash whatsoever or you'll end up failing the time trial. And when you get here towards the end, you can take a quick shortcut by driving up this hill and then landing it near the checkpoint. Just be careful of the rocks and the trees that could hit you, but as long as you didn't crash and had good speed, you should have no problem making it to the end. And for beating the time trial in time, I made exactly $101,000. So definitely be sure to give this a try, as it's a fast way to make $100,000. You'll first need to open up your pause menu. From there, navigate to the online tab, select jobs, then play job, and scroll down to Rockstar Created. Once you're in the Rockstar Created section, look for adversary modes, but now scroll down until you find any of the Overtime Rumble adversary modes. And from here, go ahead and start it up. Me personally, Overtime Rumble 1 is my favorite. If you've never played Overtime Rumble before, it's a fun game mode in my opinion, with a simple concept. There are going to be two teams in the exact same vehicles, which are going to be the Ruiner 2000, and the goal is to score the most points. To do this, you'll want to land on a platform, and wherever your vehicle stops is how many points you'll earn. With that said, I'm now going to share with you guys the strategy I like to use when playing Overtime Rumble. When the round starts, a few seconds in, I like to back up as far as I can and then drive off the platform. Just before driving off, I make the vehicle jump by clicking the right stick in. As soon as the vehicle is off the platform, I immediately pull the vehicle's parachute by pressing X, or A for Xbox. I then pull down on the left stick to maintain as much height as possible. The reason I do this is to stall time and let the other players land first. And the reason I do this is because this gives me an idea of how I'll need to land, because as you can see, I can now angle myself perfectly to knock back the opposing team's vehicles and use up the vehicle's momentum to place myself perfectly into the 5-point zone, gaining my team those valuable points. I find that doing this strategy is an effective way to play out this adversary mode. For winning the first round, I made just under $24,000, and you can see how many points everyone scored. As you can see, I scored 20 points, which was the most on the team and what allowed our team to get the win. So yeah guys, I definitely recommend the strategy I just explained, as it works pretty well. But with that said, for winning all 3 rounds in the entire match, I made $100,000, and on top of that, I earned 7,200 RP, which is a good chunk of RP. So yeah guys, the Overtime Rumble adversary mode is a fantastic way to make some money this week, with the double money in RP that it's paying out. And for this, we'll be doing this week's HSW time trial, which will be located right here on the map at the terminal. Be sure to arrive here with your fastest HSW vehicle and drive on top of the purple to start it up. Once you do that, open up your pause menu, set a waypoint to where the time trial ends, then drop the pause menu, open up your phone, choose job list, and then quit the time trial. Now when you're ready, position yourself like me and then go ahead and start up the time trial. This week's HSW time trial has a par time of 4 minutes, which trust me guys, that'll give us more than enough time to complete it, as long as you have a really fast HSW vehicle, of course. You'll just want to follow the waypoint that's given to you on your map, and of course be sure not to crash and maintain fast speed while following the waypoint. The hardest part is when you get to Rattan Canyon, as the roads will be all sandy and bumpy. You'll just need to be careful not to crash or go too quick on the bumpy terrain, so be sure to slow down on corners. And if you've been using a fast HSW vehicle the whole time and have had good pace since coming here, you should have no issues whatsoever completing this week's HSW time trial. And for beating the time trial, I made exactly $254,000 with almost a whole minute to spare. For the final money method of this video, we're diving back into FIB files. This week, if you open your interaction menu, scroll down to challenges and select weekly, you'll see the current weekly challenge is to complete 3 FIB files, which will earn you a $100,000 reward. In addition, if you choose to play the black box file, you'll unlock a brand new Merryweather hoodie as an extra reward. For the sake of this video, I'll be showcasing an FIB file. Specifically, I'll be tackling the priority file, which is the brute force file this week. Before you can take on the brute force file though, you'll need to complete 3 setup missions in free mode, which are going to be called private military armor, override key, and infiltration equipment. For the private military armor setup, you'll need to head to a Merryweather lockup, clear out some guards, and search their vehicles to find tactical armor. Once you have it, drive it back to your garment factory, and it's going to be straightforward to do. Moving into the override key setup, this is the easiest setup mission to do. All you'll literally need to do is go to the music locker that's at the Diamond Casino. Once inside, find the NPC using the photo you're given on your phone. Keep in mind though, the NPC can be in a different spot than where mine is, but once you do go ahead and locate him, grab the key from him, and once you do that, you'll be done with the setup mission. Lastly, for the infiltration equipment setup, head to a military lockup, take out some guards, and steal a vehicle of your choice. I recommend grabbing something fast like I did, since you'll be using this exact vehicle for the main mission. But once you've stolen a vehicle, deliver this vehicle to the stash spot, and this final setup mission is now completed. So yeah guys, these 3 setups are pretty easy as you can see, and now that the setups are out of the way, it's time to start up the brute force file mission. Go ahead and launch the mission through your computer or phone, and when started in, here's what you'll need to do. You'll first drive your stashed military vehicle to Fort Zancudo, and thanks to the armor and ID you collected, you won't alert the guards as long as you don't do anything suspicious, of course. Once inside, head to the hangar and locate the load-in bay. While doing so, be stealthy to sneak past guards and avoid triggering alarms by staying out of their cones of vision, which are going to be marked in blue on your minimap. As you progress, you can grab this minigun from the side room, and this will be useful to prepare for a fight at the end of the tunnel, because at the end of the tunnel here, you'll face a juggernaut. So once you do get to the juggernaut, take it down quickly with the minigun like I used, or an RPG could work. After the juggernaut is taken out, you'll then need to hack this keypad to disable the alarm and to enter the loading bay. This hack is extremely simple. You just need to spell out a military related word like corpse or major. In my scenario, my word was major. Once you're inside the loading bay, it's time to steal the Scarab tank. When you're inside the Scarab, there will be a short delay before you can drive it, as the keys need to be overridden, and you can track this progress bar in the bottom right. After it's overridden and you can drive it, simply drive it forward up this incline, and you're going to want to escape with this Scarab through the tunnels and take out any NPCs in your way to escape Fort Zancudo. Once you're outside the tunnel, you will get a wanted level. To lose your wanted level, off-roading on the beach or hiding in the mountains like me works best. But either way, you'll be chilling, as this tank has a mounted laser, making it perfect for mowing down enemies, as well as a kinetic pulse, which is great for stopping people from behind you. Whenever you're in the clear, deliver the tank to the buyer for your payout. After making the delivery, you'll earn $316,000 for completing the mission, and if you manage to finish these bonus objectives on screen, you can snag an extra $50,000, bringing your total to $366,000. But that's gonna wrap up things for the final money method for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video and found these tips helpful. Now you all know the quickest ways to make money in GTA Online this week. While you're on the way out, don't forget to drop a like and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more money making guides just like this one.